Hello and welcome back to Reason News. In a landmark decision for the #MeToo movement and the ongoing battle against sexual misconduct in positions of power, a Manhattan jury has convicted former Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein of a top sexual crime charge in his closely watched retrial. The verdict comes after 5 days of contentious deliberations and years of legal twists following the annulment of Weinstein's original 2020 conviction last year. On Wednesday, a jury of 12 New Yorkers found Harvey Weinstein guilty of a first-degree criminal sexual act, convicting him for forcibly assaulting former production assistant Mimi Haley in 2006. The panel acquitted Weinstein of a similar charge involving former model Kaja Sokola and was unable to reach a verdict on a third charge of third-degree rape involving aspiring actress Jessica Mann in 2013. Jurors are expected to resume deliberations on that count tomorrow. The split verdict reflects the complexity of the case and the emotional, sometimes heated deliberations that took place behind closed doors. According to court transcripts, jurors frequently clashed, with one juror reportedly exclaiming, "I'll see you outside one day," underscoring the high tensions as they weighed the evidence. In this retrial, Weinstein, 73, faced charges related to three women: Mimi Haley, a former production assistant who accused Weinstein of forcibly assaulting her in 2006; Jessica Mann, an aspiring actress who alleged rape in a Manhattan hotel room in 2013; and Kaja Sokola, who said Weinstein assaulted her in 2006 when she was 19. Here's a video from France 24.
The verdict is in. A Manhattan jury has unanimously convicted Harvey Weinstein of sexually assaulting a production assistant in 2006. The retrial confirmed a decision from 5 years ago, which was annulled after a court ruled that prejudicial testimony against Weinstein had been allowed in the trial.
I'm just obviously relieved again. I didn't think I would be revisiting this, and I hope I don't revisit it after this, and I hope it is finally over.
The 73-year-old former producer was found not guilty on a similar charge. But Weinstein's accuser, Polish model Kaja Sokola, has no regrets about testifying.
I am very happy with today's verdict. I am proud of the other two girls, the other two women that testified. It was an extremely difficult journey for all of us to relive our traumas and to go through it in open court. It's a big win for everyone.
Following this partial verdict, the jury will still need to rule on a rape charge involving a young actress. Already convicted of sex crimes in California, Weinstein is currently serving a 16-year prison sentence for rape.
Haley and Mann had both testified against Weinstein in his original 2020 trial, while Sokola's allegations were included in this retrial after the earlier conviction was overturned. Weinstein's original 2020 conviction was overturned by New York's highest court in April 2024. The appeals court ruled that the trial judge had erred by allowing testimony from women whose allegations were not directly related to the charges at hand, prejudicing the jury. Following the reversal, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office chose to retry Weinstein, adding new charges and witnesses. The retrial began in late April and featured testimony from 30 witnesses, including the three central accusers. During closing arguments, prosecutors urged jurors to consider the evidence of Weinstein's pattern of exploiting his power to manipulate and harm women. They described him as a habitual predator who lured women with promises of Hollywood opportunities only to assault them in private. The defense countered that the encounters were consensual and that the accusers fabricated their stories out of resentment when their relationships with Weinstein did not lead to fame or fortune. The jury's deliberations were marked by discord, with reports of shouting and heated disagreements. At one point, the jury foreperson asked to speak privately with the judge, citing attacking, talking together, fight together behavior among jurors and expressing discomfort with the atmosphere. This conviction is seen as a reaffirmation of the #MeToo movement, which began in 2017 after allegations against Weinstein surfaced and empowered hundreds of women to come forward with their own stories of abuse and harassment by powerful men. Over 100 women, including prominent actresses, have accused Weinstein of sexual misconduct over 3 decades. His 2020 conviction and now this retrial verdict are viewed as major victories for survivors and a warning to those who abuse their positions of power. Weinstein is currently serving a 16-year sentence in California after his conviction there for rape and sexual assault in 2022. He is appealing that ruling. Sentencing for the New York conviction will be scheduled after the jury concludes deliberations on the remaining charge. Legal experts say Weinstein faces the prospect of spending the rest of his life behind bars, depending on the outcome of his appeals and any additional sentences. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg hailed the verdict as a significant achievement for justice. Advocates for survivors echoed that sentiment, while Weinstein's defense team vowed to continue fighting, insisting that their client is innocent and was denied a fair trial. The Weinstein case has already transformed the entertainment industry, prompting new policies on harassment, greater accountability, and a cultural reckoning around consent and abuse of power. The case's legacy will likely be felt for years to come, not just in Hollywood but across workplaces worldwide. Until next time, stay informed, updated, and curious.